Although big cats have captivated the terror and wonder of Chimeran peoples for thousands of years, small cats have a long and storied history on the planet too. Several harvests, particularly in the Pleistocene, have brought many successful small cats. A portal to northern Eurasia nearly 1 million years ago brought one small cat that has since thrived in Kaimere, Lynx isisodorensis. This cat has 4 descended species on Earth today, 3 lynx and the bobcat. On Kaimere, 4 species are also descended from this cat. Although Kaimere is much hotter than the habitat that Lynx was harvested from, they quickly adjusted, likely aided by the fact that they were originally a tropical African cat. This cat was highly adaptable and rapidly diversified. The open forests common in the known world were well suited to a long-legged small game generalist proficient at both sprinting, ambush, and pursuit predation. The adaptability of these cats meant that they were able to oust most of the other small cats and cursorial small nimmervids in the open forests, and they quickly took to the prairie. The Chimeran bobcat currently has the widest range of any lynx species, being found on both continents, although their arrival to Arvel is comparatively recent, and they have only proliferated in Picardia because of being brought by ships. Despite the common name, they are closer to Chimeran lynxes than the American bobcat of Earth. They are common in Titan Gardens and the Howsey Prairie. They will also venture into the Syrtic wetlands and crescent jungle, and while proficient swimmers, they aren't fond of water. Their dietary preference is lagomorphs and large rodents, but they aren't picky and will tackle prey as small as insects and as large as up to twice their size. They are tenacious, known to launch attacks against foes far beyond their capabilities of actually defeating. Like the leopard, they are defined by their adaptability, and this has been central to their dominion. The Chimeran bobcat is intelligent and curious. Many have been tamed and they are popular pets, although not truly domesticated, acting more as a feral predator that will sometimes cohabitate with people. They are common in most cities and settlements, being slightly larger than a house cat, and they often tackle larger vermin, so they are useful companions, and unlike some wild cats, readily cohabitate with house cats in the same area. Ships will sometimes seek to have a cat, a bobcat, a pangolin or alvarosaurid, and a common monkey to cover all the various types of vermin that can plague a ship. The mountain or bearded lynx is of the northern continent and, as its name suggests, restricted to the highlands. They have thick fur to endure the high elevation of these mountains. Like the bobcat, they target lagomorphs and rodents. They are reclusive animals, being very skittish around people and avoiding settlements. The western or common lynx looks much like the bearded lynx, although they are only superficially similar and diverged shortly after the genus Lynx was brought to Kaimere. They are found throughout the forests and highlands of Arvel and Picardia, with a small population on the islands and northern forests. The common lynx is typical of the dietary preference of this genus. Their coat is highly sensitive to the environment, aiding in their adaptability. Like the bobcat, they are comfortable around people, but being around twice the size, they can be a danger to pets and are much less welcome in settlements than bobcats. Common lynx are typical in behavior and lifestyle to others of the genus. They are solitary as adults. Mothers have between 1 and 4 kittens after a few months gestation. The kittens remain with mom for around 9 months, until she has her next litter, at which point they wander off to establish their own territories. By far the largest of this genus on Earth or Kaimere is the dire bobcat of the Picardian Highlands. At up to 100 pounds, they are impressive animals. They were the first lynx to reach Picardia, initially growing large with all the large rodents and lagomorphs present, and the absence of Homotherium encouraged them to get large and lean into the pursuit generalist niche. They avoided the lowlands, which was the battleground of dholes and hyenas, instead finding opportunity in the highlands and lake country of mainland Picardia. Although Indrakai and red panthers were established there, The smaller dire bobcat targeted smaller prey, and is fully integrated into the highland ecology, in many ways resembling a cougar in niche. Competition with African leopards and the now dominant common hyena of the larger side, and common lynxes on the smaller side, has led to their exclusion from the lowlands, but in the interior of Picardia, the dire bobcat thrives. The adaptability of the genus lynx cannot be overstated, and has been critical to the success of these cats in the intensely competitive ecosystems of the known world. Cheers to LJ de Noyer for sponsoring this episode. LJ was my editor for my anthology, Tales of Kaimere, and is currently working with me on The Lost Hellfighter. They're going to be open to accepting clients later this year. I'll be linking their website in the description and the top right corner here. Hats off to Jay Stocky on Twitter for providing some excellent art for this video. Very much appreciated. Thanks to all of my patrons for your continued support. It's how I'm able to spend as much time on Kaimere as I have, and thanks to everyone who has joined this latest commission run. Been working on a lot of really neat pieces. Thank you so much, that is all for today. Next week we'll be jumping into the canopy and discussing the monkeys of Kaimere. Until then, stay fantastic everyone. Cheers folks!